Hey, Shalom, brothers. This is Brother Howard of GMS Toronto coming back with another one. As this sick demonic kingdom known as Babylon in the Bible, right? Or America, North America, Canada included as well. As this place comes to an end with the rule of the Caucasian, what you're going to start to see is more and more spiritual warfare. It's going to be turned up. It's going to be ramped up to a point to where brothers are going to feel like Lot did in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Lot witnessed all of the wickedness and the lewdness, and what did it say? It said that it vexed his righteous soul. What does the scriptures say that we're going to go through? This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? And the Lord said unto him, who's the him? That's talking about the angels. Right? And it said to go through the midst of Jerusalem. Who's Jerusalem? Jerusalem is a representation of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that mark that's being set upon your head is not the charagma, which is the RFID technology, right? It's talking about the thawa, which is talking about exempt from judgment, right? But he's only going to put this exempt from judgment upon your foreheads if you are sighing and crying for all the abominations, right? So what does that mean? That means that in the society that we live in right now, there is going to be a lot of abominations. So whoever is in this society, right, like Nate Satan, the IUIC, and all these rest of these other camps who are looking for a righteous place or trying to build righteousness in a wicked place, you're going off. Because what are we going to be going through? We're going to be going through sighing and crying. Why? Let's look up the word. The word is abomination. Something regarded with disgust. With disgust or hatred. Something abominable. Considered war an abomination. Extreme disgust and hatred. Loathing. Okay? So that's what's going to be happening in this society. We're going to be witnessing things that's going to leave us disgusted, but that's what we're going to have to go through. That's a part of the condition of this battle, right? We're not warriors on this side in a way where we have to pick up a sword. The sword that we have to pick up is the word, right? These words, the scriptures, right? But we also have to go through hardships like a soldier. What are the hardships? Watching all the abominations and not being able to do anything. And the only thing that we're going to be able to do is sigh and cry. Literally, right? Because your spirit is not going to be okay with all the wickedness that's going on around you. All right? This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. And we're living in a time where people, where men, women, children are living ungodly. And this is just something that we have to go through. We're going to witness all of this, and it's going to make us sigh and cry. Okay? And it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So what's going to happen to this side, this world, North America, Canada, America, and everywhere that this Edomite rules, who is this modern day Caucasian, the modern day white people, the modern day white man? What's the Lord going to do to them? He's going to do the same thing that he did on Sodom and Gomorrah onto North America. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, right? So Lot is a righteous man. Why? Because he was sighing and he was crying. It says here, vexed. Okay? Let's get that word. This is the word vexed, affected with, marked by, or causing trouble, right? And are we not troubled by certain laws that they're passing? Laws about pedophilia, right? That's just for one example. 2 years ago, they forced something upon us that they wanted us to put in our bodies. That vexed us, right? And this lesson that I'm doing is going to vex a lot of brothers' spirit. Why? Because this society is wicked, man. Okay? It says causing trouble or vexation, such as feeling or showing irritation. So what are we going to be in this society? We're going to be irritated. It says annoyance. What does that mean? We're going to be annoyed. Or distress. We're going to be in distress. Distress. Right? He had a vexed look. Is that not what they say about us? Yo, why you look so angry? So was Lot happy during Sodom and Gomorrah? No, Lot wasn't happy during Sodom and Gomorrah. Same way we're not happy in this wicked ass society, man. There's no walking around happy, smiling, everything is all good. No, because this place is wicked. It says he had a vexed look, as if irritated at having to direct another. And that's how we are, man. We're vexed, man. Vexed at this wicked society. Okay? It says, and delivered just Lot. Why was Lot just? Because he was vexed. What was he? He sighed and he cried for all the abominations. Okay? Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Okay? For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And if that is not you, if you're in this truth, if you're in a camp, or if you listen to these videos and you're not vexed day to day with their unlawful deeds, seeing and hearing, you know what that means? That means this ain't for you. If you're okay with it, if you're okay with what you see, if you're okay with what happened 2 years ago, if you're okay with the RFID technology that's going to be implemented and put into your body, right? If you're okay with certain lifestyles that these people live sexually, right? Laying with animals, trying to lay with children, which is pedophilia. If you're okay with these things, this is not for you, man. This is not for you. You are the wicked. You're a part of that wicked, of the wicked society, man. Because you agree with them. Now, before I play the video, let me say this. Because brothers see me make these videos about the woman and the man regularly. Right? And probably wonder, yo, why does this brother always make these videos? Because this is one of the hardest battles that we're going to fight in this society, is going to be the woman. Why? Because the woman wants the power from the man. It goes all the way back to Adam and Eve. It's all about power. That's all that it's about, brothers. It's about power. They're trying to take your power. The Edomite is trying to take your power. The woman is trying to take your power. The heathens are trying to take your power. You Israelite men, you are gifted with a certain energy and certain power from on high. It's a spiritual gift that you were given, right? It goes all the way back to your forefather, Jacob. This is Genesis chapter 32, verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. Right? So the angel, this is our forefather, Jacob. This is who you are descended from, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is who you descend from. Every single one of you Israelite men have a spiritual gift, have a spiritual power deep inside of you that can be awakened at any time, just like your forefather Jacob. It's there. Your forefather wrestled an angel, and the angel could not prevail against him. Do you not understand what that means? An angel has spiritual power. Come on. Which means that Jacob has spiritual power in his depths. Obviously, we're humans, right? It's not like we're angelic. We're humans, but deep inside of us. Let's read on. It says, and he said, let me go. Who said, let me go? The angel. Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go. And Jacob is in pain, right? When the angel touched the hollow, he broke something, took something out of socket, and Jacob was still holding on. Okay? And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. What was the angel saying? The angel saying, I'm not important. Yahweh is important, right? And in this day and age, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, because there is no power without Yahweh Shai right now, because Yahweh has turned his back on his people. And the only way that we have deliverance is through Yahweh Shai, the only begotten son, the one that died for our sins. Okay? So that's the type of power that you Israelite men have within you.
Fight for me, great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a bitch, and I had to hear from this bitch what y'all relationship was about. No, we not fucking no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. We gonna have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We gonna continue getting money together. We gonna continue raising this little girl together. We gonna have a fabulous home. We're gonna love and take care of each other. But I'm gonna other people.
You see, this is the unrighteousness that we have to endure in this society, to where a woman can dictate and tell you the rules of engagement, when that is your power, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That is your power. Your power that you have been gifted is that you get to set the rules and the regulations as long as they are in bounds. I never said out of bounds. As long as they are in bounds according to the laws, statutes, and commandments that were given to you by the Heavenly Father. The only person or persons that you take instructions from is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The laws, statutes, and commandments that were given to us through by Yahweh through Moses. Those are the laws, statutes, and commandments that you follow as men. You men now, you set the laws, statutes, and commandments for the woman, as long as they're in accordance to the laws and statutes and commandments that were given to you. Simple and plain. But due to social engineering, and what is social engineering? This is the word.
Social engineering.
The use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society. And that's what we are witnessing right now. And that society is the society on whole, but mainly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because this is known as divide and conquer. And the crazy thing about divide and conquer is, which I'm going to make a video on that, is that at the end of the day of divide and conquer, there is no remedy to cure the two people that have been divided. For instance, you so-called men have been divided against the women. Our women are so far gone right now that the only thing that's left for them is death. Our women are too far gone. There is no saving the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American woman. Not the ones that have been socially engineered, right? The Most High is going to have to save for us certain women that are pure in a way. There's no woman that's fully pure living in this world. That's for sure. I'm not saying that, right? Because out of 1,000, the Most High found none. And out of 1,000 men, he found one. So I'm not saying these women are pure, but I'm just saying the ones that have not been destroyed the way that this woman has been destroyed. Now let's start the video over again so I can break it down bit by bit, because when she started to speak, what she was doing, she was speaking like a serpent, right? And I'm not saying that she never said anything truthful. That's not what I'm saying. So let's listen.
Fight for me, great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you.
Does she love him? Well, we're going to find out she actually truly doesn't love him, right? And when she says love, what type of love is she talking about? Is she talking about a Disney movie type of love? Or is she talking about the love according to the Bible? Right? Because the love according to the Bible is talking about keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. When she was speaking about sleeping with other men, that's not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Because a woman shall not sleep with more than one man. You women are really and truly not even supposed to sleep with any other man other than the man that has taken your virginity. Any other man that you sleep with makes you a whore or unrighteous. And the only way that you can break that is if the first man that you slept with died.
I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a...
Can we promote lying? No, we cannot. Is lying good? No, it's not. Should you men lie to the woman? No, you should not. I suggest that you be as upfront and straightforward as possible. Have I lied? Have I deceived women into making them think that they were the only ones? I have done that as well. right? That is a tactic that we have been taught in this society because we're trying to hide our true nature. And what is your true nature, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans? Your nature is to sleep with more than one woman. Why is that in your nature? It's biological. It's biological, man. You have millions and millions of sperm, right? Which makes you want to, procreate, right? You wake up every morning and you want to procreate. Now, am I saying that you as a man can just have sex anytime with any woman? No, that's what the laws, statutes, and commandments are for, right? Because in the law, remember, every woman that you take her virginity, that's your wife. So having sex comes with responsibility. But I'm talking about in this society. This society has already created the dynamic of relationships. And the dynamic is boyfriend and girlfriend, right? They try to push marriage on you, but marriage at the end of the day is just a trap, right? In these relationships, these boyfriend and girlfriend relationships that this society has okayed is what is destroying the mindset of you men and you women. Why? Because you're creating bonds, spiritual bonds, lifetime bonds with people that you are not going to be with for a long time. And then you have to watch this person be with other people and other people and other people. Now, as a man, you are allowed to have more than one woman, but you still got to keep your woman. And you have to be able to maintain her as well. Can you do that in this society? No. The majority of men, 90 to 95% of men in the society won't be able to do that. Because 90 to 95% of men in this society don't make that type of money to do that. And it's not even about the money in the society. It's about the laws that have been changed in the society. And you can't do that anyway because they're going to call you a cheater. Right? They're going to call you an adulterer. They're going to call you every name under the book because this society has outlawed men having multiple women or multiple wives.
And I had to hear from this what y'all relationship was about. No, we not fucking no more.
And guess what? You see, that's something I don't care about. She said she had to hear about the relationship from the other woman. Well, guess what? You should already know as a woman that your man is going to have another woman. But these women have been raised in such a delusional mindset that they actually think that they own the man when it's the other way around. You men own the women. You own the women. They don't own you. And you got to get out of that feminine mindset, man. That feminine mindset is what's killing you men, you Israelite men, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and you Native Americans. It's killing you because this woman is talking like she owns him and she's the one that's property, not him.
I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together.
See, this is where the relationship ends. The relationship already ended for me. I already knew because as soon as I seen her with the wrap on her head, acting like she's righteous, it's already a wrap because this is all fake. That's why these fake righteous women, that's all a game. That's a facade. Remember, a woman is an actress. Women are professional liars. That's why they're able to suss out when a man is a liar because you're dealing with the ultimate liar on the planet Earth. That is her gift. Her gift from the Most High God is deception. Every woman is a professional liar. This is their gift. And it's not a bad thing. It's really and truly not a bad thing because once you know the woman, then you're able to pick up the tell signs of when she is lying and when she's being deceptive. But because of love, right? the feeling, right? Which is infatuation. Because of that feeling, they're able to deceive you, men, because this society has told you that these women are sugar and spice and everything nice, when that is not true, because the Bible has already told you about the woman. And it lets you know that what? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right? And that's just one of the scriptures that's pertaining to the woman. So of the woman came the beginning of sin. Who's that talking about? That's talking about Eve. Why? Because Eve was the one that was deceived. Why? Because the woman is the weaker vessel. The woman is the weaker vessel.
Together for the rest of our lives. We're going to continue getting money together. We're going to continue raising this little girl together. We're going to have a fabulous home. We're going to love and take care of each other. But I'm going to other people. And I hope you do too.
Ooh. Jesus Christ.
And we will never ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we're going to do what we want to do.
You hear that? That's the woman laying down the law. That is the woman laying down the law. And that is completely unrighteous. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 12. And I'm going to end the lesson off here because just like Lot, my soul is vexed. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. And everything that we're seeing in this society, the feminist movements, women's liberation, and this rant from this demon, because there's a demon inside of that woman right now, right? The majority of you men that today you're called simps or you're called beta males, and I don't really care about those names, but the reason why you're called those names is because you're unable to see the true nature of the woman, and you're blinded by her beauty. Is the woman beautiful? Do we even have to talk about that? We don't have to talk about that. But only a righteous man, only a man that understands the nature of a woman can look past the woman's beauty. And when you're able to look past the woman's beauty, you're able to see her true self, her true nature. And this woman who is speaking has demons on her, not one, but multiple demons on her. Okay? And that's why she's hiding behind the head wrap. That's why she's hiding behind makeup. And that's why she's hiding behind nice words, talking about, I love you. This is all deception. This woman is a master. She is a master. This was a brilliant performance. Brilliant. And why was it a brilliant performance? Because she was able to sway many women onto her side and her way of thinking. And that's why this is called social engineering. She is social engineering, or she is casting a spell on other Israelite women for them to also think like her and to be deceived into what? Into destruction. There will be judgment unto the woman. There will be judgment for the woman. Okay? Because the scripture says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. But guess what? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't have that authority. Because you heard what it says? Nor to usurp authority. These women have already usurped authority over us by the hand of the so-called white man through something known as the feminist movements, women's liberation, So our women have already gotten the power over us. So now you don't have the power to tell them to shut the fuck up and to be in silence. Because to tell someone to shut the fuck up, those are just words. And they could listen, right? Just like your child. When you tell your child to be quiet, the child doesn't have to listen. But what are you going to do if the child doesn't listen? You see, that's how you know these women understand what power is. Power comes with physicality, because these women understand you can only talk to someone for so long. Watch these women who are raising children, especially women who are raising children by themselves. They are some of the most abusive women on the planet Earth. Why? Because they're finally understanding that power also comes with physicality, not only words. But you so-called black men, your power has been stripped. Your power has been stripped from you. Because if you put your hands on your woman, that is known as what? Assault, domestic abuse, right? If you put your hand on your child, that is known as what? That is known as abuse or child abuse. Okay? So just remember, you have no power in this society. But this is all about to come to an end. We're all being attacked on every side, and that's because this kingdom is on its way out. And that's all praises due unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And with that, I'd like to give honor. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to say double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS that rule well and that teach well. And to the brothers on the four corners of the earth doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Till next time.